Today's lesson is on the tangent ratio. And from the word SOHCAHTOA, this is the TOA. Okay, so we are going to find the legs of a right triangle using tangent. So we're just going to review some information from our calculator. When we're working, we want to make sure that we are in the degree mode. So the default is radians, so I need to make sure I change it to degrees. So I go to mode, cursor over to degree, and then hit enter. And then get back to the main screen. I'm going to hit second and mode to come back. Okay, so just a review of place value. We are going to round to 10 thousandths. We're rounding 4 decimal places. And anything to the right of the decimal ends in a THS. Okay, on our calculator, we're going to be using sine, cosine, and tangent, and they're located here on the calculator. And I said we're going to round 4 decimal places. So once we're in degrees, if we hit tangent 65, I get 2.1445. You tell me what you get for the tangent of 78. Okay, you should get 0.7813. Okay. So if I have a triangle here, I want to find the tangent of angle R and the tangent of angle S. So if angle R is my reference angle, tangent is opposite divided by adjacent. So opposite is 18, adjacent is 80. So if I simplify my fraction, this is going to be 9/40, or 4 decimal places, this is going to be 0.2250. So I can represent my tangent ratio as a fraction or as a decimal. So if I want to find what's the tangent of angle S, so if S is my reference angle, opposite is going to be 80, and adjacent is going to be 18. So simplified, this is going to be 40/9, which is 4.4444. So it's important I know what is the reference angle. Okay, can you try number 4? Can you tell me what the tangent of J and K are as a fraction and as a decimal 4 decimal places? Okay, so for tangent of J, this would be opposite is, for J, opposite would be 24, and adjacent would be 32. So that would be 3/4, which is 0.7500. For angle K, if this is my reference angle, opposite is 32 and adjacent is 24. So this is going to be 4/3, which is 1.3333. Okay. Let's try a word problem. Let's find the value of H. I'm going to round my answer to the nearest inch. So the nearest inch would be ones, so no decimal places. Okay. So I'm going to make 70 my reference angle. So tangent of 70, so opposite divided by adjacent. So opposite is 40. I'm sorry, opposite is H. And adjacent is 40. So this is like equivalent fractions where my denominator is 1. So to solve for h is, I write the number first, 40 times the tangent of 70 degrees, and I'm dividing by 1. So when I put this in, rounding to the nearest whole number, I get 110 inches. So 110 inches. Okay, next question. So let's pay attention what it's asking us to round to. This one's asking me to round to the nearest tenth. So tenth is 1 decimal place. So if 32 is my reference angle, 11 is opposite, x is adjacent. So this is the tangent of 32 degrees equals 11 divided by x. So again, this is like tangent over the denominator of 1. So I'm going to cross multiply 11 times 1, and I'm going to divide by the tangent of 32 degrees. So 11 divided by the tangent of 32 degrees, and I get this is approximately 17.6, and I don't know what the units are, so I just write units for general. Okay, just to get an idea of elevation and depression, when I have a right triangle here, and I'm looking up, so here's my line of sight here on the hypotenuse with my horizontal here. This is called the angle of elevation when I'm looking up. When I'm looking down, so here's my horizontal and here's my line of sight, which is the hypotenuse. I call that an angle of depression right here. So let's identify some angles of elevation and depression. So angle 1, so here's the horizontal, so I'm looking down, so this would be an angle of depression. 3, so here's the person right here. So here's 3, here's the horizontal, so I'm looking from the horizontal. I'm looking up, so this would be an elevation. Number 3, here's the horizontal, I'm going down, so I know that's a depression. And 4, the horizontal is here, so I'm looking up. So that would be an elevation. Okay, we got a couple problems to practice these skills.